yourself don't like it, why don't you prohibit? The answer was exactly the one which has been shown in the dream. That I don't speak from myself. I have no authority to add or subtract from religion. Allah knew what was to be created or what was already created and was to be discovered. And the Holy Quran is not a man-made book. It is a godly book. It does not prohibit. So it falls into a different category. It's an injurious thing, a poisonous thing. So people abstain from poisonous, toxic things through their wisdom. Why should everything be declared prohibited? And then he said that Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not prohibited. So who am I to prohibit it? This is the official position of Jamaat Ahmadiyya. And if somebody wants to be a greater Maulvi, he can be, it is his choice, but he will not be following Masih Maud alaihi salatu. In one of the places, Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam showed us light for all time now. There is a light for all time now. This is a general tendency of overdoing things, overshooting things. So when he came across, some people went to Ahmad sallallahu and tried to tell him, let me see, I think it was reported to him by someone, that there are certain people who did do this and do that, and they are very pious and they do certain acts excessively. Ahmad sallallahu alaihi wasallam became really angry. He said, I stand in the highest fear of Allah's displeasure than any man on earth. Yet I don't do that. So follow me. There is no piety beyond me. So that is exactly what Hazrat Masih Maud alaihi salatu has done. So remain within the dictates of Ahmad and what Hazrat Masih the stance of Hazrat Masih Maud alaihi salatu vis-a-vis those dictates. And don't try to jump over things.
Because he said...
No, because I have made myself clear.
Yes, thank you. Another question is that it's my own experience. It's my first experience to come in a non-Muslim country. When we have to eat something outside the homes, fish burgers are provided and also the beef burgers. We have to eat fish because fish burger because it is somebody told me that it is not halal, the beef, because Allah.
This is something which is very clearly known to the whole Jamaat. During the Tariqatul Masih Sani's visit in 1955, this question was clear. The fact is that the Holy Quran forbids certain things and permits certain things, and there are things in between the two which can be either halal or haram. It depends on you how you behave. Now, if a thing is not slaughtered, the blood is not let, according to the Holy Quran, it is totally haram. If that thing is haram in nature, that is, it is, for instance, pig, that is haram, whether you slaughter it or do otherwise. If you strangle a chicken, it becomes haram, nothing can make it right for you. But if an animal which is halal in its nature is slaughtered alright, the blood is red, but not in the Islamic fashion. Bismillah, Allah has not been said over it. Then before eating you can say that, and it becomes halal for you. But if you can get an animal slaughtered by a Muslim, you must prefer that. But if as an alternative to that, if you have no access to such halal animals, You say your Bismillah and it's all right.
Before eating.
Of course before eating. Not after eating.
I did buzz this. I did buzz this Bismillah before eating beef burger. So that's why I thank you.
And you had that before asking the question. After him, you first say the question. No. Then you do. After yourself, and then yours. Despite everything small gathering, questions are talking about
As a student of law and information science, I have a question in mind for Islamic punishment. So according to Shia, for sadaqah, to cut this finger. Yes. I'm saying that I am a student of law and information science, so I have a question in my mind for Islamic punishment. So according to Shia, for the sadaqah, to cut this finger, or say kata yad, to hand. So is there any authority behind it according to Sharia? And what is the opinion of the Ahmadiyya viewpoint of the Ahmadiyya jurisprudence? To difference and punishment for sadaqah, to cut this finger.
The cutting a finger is nowhere mentioned in the Holy Quran and was never practiced during the lifetime of our Guru Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Either it is cutting of hand or no cutting. So, this is out of question. That is defeating the spirit of Islam. Cutting a finger, why don't you cut the nails instead? You know, if something is bad, even the small of that is bad. So they try to avoid the apparent horridness of this punishment and say, all right, a small finger, that would not offend the sensibilities of the world. So it's no compromise. It is apparent in the religion.
Therefore, authority behind it for Shia jurisprudence?
No, not on this. No authority about this. You know, authority, as far as we go, what do you mean by authority? If they attribute something to their Imam after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it will not be an authority. To them maybe, but it is not one of the sources of Sharia according to the majority of Muslims. So they may follow it if they consider that an authority. But Sharia is revealed by Allah. Some people in mistake call Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Shari alayhi salam. This is totally wrong and it's in ignorance they do it. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not Shari. Shari is Allah alone and none else. He is the interpreter of Sharia because the Sharia was revealed to him. So he is the first interpreter and none other has a superiority over him in this regard. Everyone else has to be subordinate to him. His interpretation would stand good as against any others. After him, we know that this interpretation of our Rasul is divided into two parts. Number one, known actions of our Rasul which have come down to us through imitation of generations. One generation imitated the elder one and then it passed that action on to the younger generation and so on. Although Sunnah is technically speaking both the spoken word and the action. But in Urf-e-Aam, commonly speaking, Sunnah is the action and Hadith is the word. So after the Holy Quran, then the sources of law are first Sunnah, that is the action of Muhammad. Second, the spoken word. Fourth come in order, Ijtihad, where there is